to defend women, and I feel like now you're harassing me.
A badge and a gun do not grant extra rights or privileges, but some corrupt cops fail to understand that as they resort to intimidation and scare tactics. But today we will dive into cases where these dirty officers messed with the wrong person and quickly learn their lesson. First Amendment auditor Leroy from the Leroy Truth Investigation channel took a bold step by visiting the Union City Police Department record room to investigate corruption allegations regarding how pistol permits are issued. However, he had no clue how this would trigger the corrupt sergeant.
Union City, New Jersey, and I have some important questions to ask the nepotism sergeant named Michelle Zerone Piccini, who is the wife of Beta Butt Boy Anthony Piccini. Are you protecting the women? Hey, get off me! I knew you were going to do that. You knew I was going to do that when you assault me? Hey, I knew that. And when I asked the questions, when they give gun permits, she is meeting with people and trying to determine the gun permits initially, and then telling her hubby, hey, allow this person to gun permit, not this person. They're in collusion with this, allegedly. Hey, I got some questions for Michelle Zerone there. Can I ask her? I need to ask her some questions. Oh, hey there. Ask some questions. Good you got your body cam on. Open that. And some questions about, number one, the gun permit situation.
Leroy went out to investigate Michelle Zerone, the nepotism officer, and how she handled pistol permits. What unfolded next is quite interesting.
Now, you're married to Chief Piccini, and is that correct?
So do you want a gun application form on how to do it?
Well, I want to know what kind of collusion. But this is absolutely work related. I want to know if you're in collusion with your husband on who to give permits to, or who. Hold on, I'm not done talking. Who to give gun permits to, and who to deny gun permits to.
You claim to defend women, and I feel like now you're harassing me.
Oh, so now you're a sergeant, police sergeant, and you just said because you're a woman, you're a police sergeant. I don't look at you as a woman or a man. I look at you as a police sergeant.
Is it anything work related?
So listen, she just pulled female harassment because I'm asking her a question of nepotism and possible collusion between her and her husband when it comes to gun permits.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. You can try and apply and see how it works.
I already have people.
It goes through the state police.
No, I don't need it.
As soon as Leroy began speaking with Michelle, she wasted no time in playing the card and shifted the conversation right from the start.
No, I don't want it. I already have people who have told me, and they're alleging that you're in collusion with your husband, Chief Anthony Piccini. This is Sergeant Michelle Zerone Piccini. That you're in collusion with him, and you decide who's going to get them and who doesn't together, which is a major conflict of interest.
You say so. So here's the application. If that's how you feel, you can try doing it.
It's not a matter how I feel. I already have people coming to me that says that you have been illegally denying them gun permits. Yeah, number two, and was it Detective Contreras that did you kick her out like you did George Haber?
There's no Detective Contreras here.
All right, so what was her name? The woman that had an argument with you and you got really upset and you told your husband to remove her from the record room?
You are talking about, and I have no idea what you're talking about.
There was someone in the record room here that I was told was that you just had removed because you had a mean girls fight with them.
Despite being the sergeant, Michelle simply walked away and avoided any responsibility for handling the situation.
Is there anything else I can help you?
But that's my question.
Okay, then that's not work related.
Of course it's work related. It's someone who is in this office working with you. So can you believe? Then she walks away, and she's a coward like her husband. And can you believe that she said, "Oh, I'm here to, I say I want to protect women, but I'm harassing a woman." She's a sergeant in the police department. Whether she's a man or a woman is irrelevant. That was really dumb what she just did. Because yes, I do protect women. Obviously she doesn't, because she would be curious about the 3 women who were sexually assaulted in the Department of Parks. And that Brian Stack is allegedly having Alicia Morahone retaliated against them. And allegedly Brian Stack told Esther Soares, the Hudson County prosecutor, to kill the investigation against Raul Janal, the man who is accused of sexually assaulting the 3 women who work in the Department of Parks.
When things don't go your way or your authority is questioned, just call in an army of police officers. And that is exactly what Sergeant Michelle did.
Women, obviously, I do. And then she just pulled this out of thin air. Disgusting. She needs to go. Chief Piccini needs to resign. Sergeant Michelle Zerone Piccini needs to resign. the corruption here is so deep, and of course, Mayor Brian Stack needs to resign and be in federal prison. They called you up to babysit? Did they call you up? Hey, oh, hey, hello. Hey, good to see you. Did they call you up here?
I don't know what's going on.
She just accused me of harassing her as a female. I had a question for her, and she says, "Oh, you say you support women. You're harassing a female. No, you're a police officer. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. I'm asking you questions as part of your duty." Hey, did they call the whole gang up here now? Hey.
I don't know. That's how you doing, all right?
Good.
Sergeant Michelle displayed classic criminal behavior and mentality, claiming that Leroy harassed her when he only questioned her about her wrongdoing.
It's not work related. It's more harassment. So if it's anything having to do with the record,
What a liar.
I will help him. But if he's gonna come here and harass me, then I
That's not harassment,
okay.
Sergeant.
Is it about them? Is it about business?
Absolutely, it's about business. Of course, it is. I'm an investigative journalist, and so I'm not going to get into it with you, but I have very very important questions. I needed answers as to that. There's allegations that her and Ficini, they collude. Ficini, let me see this alone, because you all see this video. That her and Ficini are in collusion to deny certain people gun permits and to give other people gun permits. So there's an absolutely relevant business here. And for her to claim harassment is disgusting. I mean, it's just absolutely off the wall.
Neither of those public servants have any business determining who is eligible for a weapons permit. They don't have any authority to disregard your fundamental rights.
And she's trying to play this harassment card now. So that shows me she's hiding things, obviously. Otherwise, she would have just answered. She could say, hey, this never happened. Even though I've had a number of people come to me and say that they've been unlawfully denied gun permits because of the collusion and conflict of interest between Sergeant Zerone Ficini and Chief Ficini.
So they
do it
feel
together.
that for some apparent reason, their applications aren't getting the attention that they deserve?
Yeah, because they're in collusion with each other. In other words, there's a conflict of interest. You can't have Michelle Zerone.
Help you out as far as like with it in a specific case, as far as like who got denied, that's upset?
No, I already have people that have come to me.
Okay.
So I didn't even get to ask her those questions. But I appreciate each of you, as always, are professional. And
Yeah, we just want to.
but she's literally lying right now. I have her on camera before.
Fortunately, the officers that Michelle called had a better grasp of the law.
Cause this to have 4 officers who are, again, professional. Again, you got to come up here if you're called. But she's literally lying, and obviously there's a cover-up going on here because of her reaction. So, you know.
Can you speak to any of the other girls?
No, I'm going to honor you because I believe the office is just closed, so I'm going to honor that. So, 'cause I was done. I mean, I was leaving, but when I saw you all here,
And if you want to next time, there's other girls there that can help you out.
well, but
And
she's
they're competent. They're really good.
right, but she's the one who has the answers because she's the one accused of corruption. So I'm not going to ask someone else in there about her corruption. I'm going to ask her.
She might be, in her feeling,
She's not, you're not Phoenix police. She's not Phoenix police.
we're not, yeah.
She's a public official, and I have a right to ask her as an investigative journalist. Yeah. Yeah, I have no issue with you.
But whatever you need.
Yeah. Enjoy your weekend, enjoy your night. Yeah, you too.
The officers actually listened to Leroy and backed him up on his point. Soon they left without causing any scene or trouble for Leroy, as they knew that Michelle was in the wrong. Now, if you think this cop was corrupt, watch the actions of these next tyrants. On January 21st, 2025, officers from the Riverside Police Department entered a residence looking for someone they wanted to question. Upon realizing the person was not there, they began to overstep their boundaries and mess around. The cops probably didn't figure out that there was a hidden camera watching them do everything. As some of the cops played with the parked bikes, one of them came and started taking pictures of the backyard. Suddenly, an officer spotted a skateboard and decided to show his colleagues some of his skills.
Doing ollie. Keep it simple, dog. Keep it simple. Nope. Oh, I'm not bad at here. I'll take my doing ollie. Oh, what? What do you like? Yeah, you know, ollie that shit. Put in the grass.
Now, this seemed harmless at first, but things took a turn when another officer attempted to use a skateboard, only to realize that he wasn't cut out for it.
Guy. I'm more of a lazy guy. That checks out. I just know I'm a rollerblade guy. And like, rollerblade guy. I was a blader. I was more of like a TV person. I get away with it. So maybe it's him.
The cops were joking around, attempting some tricks when they decided to call it a day and head back. However, something shocking was about to happen.
I'm just gonna ask him. I'm gonna keep to let me in by the house right there with that entry card pointed.
Okay. Little uneasy, boy. You do? No. Going easy. Okay. I'm loose in that bad boy. Yeah, it looks like. Try to crack it right in the middle. Try to go, boy. Smash it.
Just when they were about to leave, one of the corrupt cops thought of something and went over to do the unthinkable. Without any reason, he broke the skateboard in half, destroying someone's property without even having a warrant to enter their house. The identities of the officers involved in this misconduct remain unclear, but the investigation is ongoing and these corrupt individuals will soon be brought to justice. Now, these officers are yet to be caught, but this next auditor made sure to give out a solid statement against these corrupt cops.
Sir, can I get your name and badge number, please?
It's right on my shirt.
Your name's right on your shirt?
Yep.
In April of 2024, First Amendment auditor Sean Paul Reyes decided to peacefully protest against Nassau County Police Commissioner Patrick Ryder, and he came up with quite an interesting idea.
All right, fellow patriots, so I went ahead and rented a billboard truck for 8 hours to expose the Nassau County Police Department, and in particular the Nassau County Police Commissioner Patrick Psycho Ryder. He has recently been seen at press conferences with Donald Trump. He's been all over Fox News. My sources from inside the department tell me that he wants to get involved in politics, possibly the federal government. So we're going to make sure that the world knows exactly who he is. Police brutality, official misconduct here. We have graphs from the asset forfeiture program. Just going to keep filtering through all these different pictures here. It's three-sided. I'm not going to be revealing
After being wrongfully detained several times by Patrick Ryder, Sean took his battle to the street by renting a billboard truck and parking it right in Ryder's neighborhood.
Have ID on you?
I do not.
Put your hands in your pockets.
I do not have any identification
You don't
on
have
me.
any identification
I don't
on
give
you?
identification unless I've been suspected of committing a crime, Officer
Okay, I'm
Poulos.
asking you for your identification.
And I'm going to respectfully decline
What are
that
you doing
request.
here?
I'm peacefully protesting. What does it look
You're
like? Do you see?
peacefully protesting?
Peacefully protesting. See the
Protesting what?
billboard truck?
Billboard truck?
Yeah, you see it? With all the different signs that's going to be on there?
That's gonna be on there? It looks like there's nothing on there right now.
Well, yeah, he's changing the settings right now, but yeah. It's a peaceful protest against the Nassau County Police Commissioner,
You
Patrick
have a
Ryder.
permit for that protest?
I don't need a permit. I don't need a permit. I'm not using any megaphones or doing anything of that
You got
nature.
a huge screen here.
Right.
Is that necessary?
Yeah, it's 100% necessary. I'm going to be out for 8 hours. I'm going to be here for a while, then I'm going to drive around.
Moments later, Officer Poulos arrived and demanded Sean's identification, but Sean straight up refused since he had done nothing wrong.
Look, he hired 17
Stop
for-
recording.
seven-
Stop.
17
I'm asking
former.
you to stop recording. I'm asking you for your identification. I don't
No,
understand.
no, you're not getting my
Stay
identification.
over there. Okay.
You're not. Just stay in the truck. You're not getting any identification, and I'm not going to stop recording. Period. That's it.
So you just have to be difficult.
I'm not being difficult. I'm exercising my rights. You took an oath to uphold those rights,
I am.
so you should.
I'm
You didn't take an
asking
oath
you for
to
identification.
protect the.
I'm asking you for your identification.
And I'm telling you, no. It's my Fourth Amendment right not to identify myself to law enforcement.
Okay.
You know who I am.
So for my safety, I'm going to pat you down, all right?
I don't consent to any searches or seizures. So
I'm
you
not
do what you
searching
do.
you. I'm not searching you. I'm going to pat you down to make sure you don't have any weapons.
I don't
on you.
consent to any searches or seizures.
That's fine. All right. You got anything else on you?
Asking for ID, ordering him to stop recording, controlling where he stands, and patting him down without his permission, this cop is everything that is wrong with policing.
Stay on the sidewalk.
I'm going on that sidewalk.
No. Just stay on that sidewalk.
I'm going to go on that sidewalk,
you're
sir.
not going to go on that
Yes,
sidewalk.
I am.
Just stay on that sidewalk for right now. I'm asking you. Am
I being detained?
No. I'm
So,
asking you to
that's
cooperate
fine.
with me.
I
Why
don't
do you
wanna-
have to?
Because, sir, I'm a free American. I can do what I
understand
want.
that. You're in the roadway right now.
I can do what I
and
want. I
that
want to
is
get
an
this.
issue.
I want to get
That's
this.
actually an issue.
I want to get this officer's name and badge number. I'm allowed to cross the
He'll-
street.
He will come over to you.
This officer came in here and he was very aggressive. Driving down like if this was some sort of emergency. A man peacefully protesting. No lights and sirens. Coming in. Extremely high speed. Do you see the Nassau County Police Department? I want you to stop recording. Why can't you just listen to us and cooperate? Let us violate your constitutional rights. So we have an undercover plainclothes unit here.
The police commissioner messed with the wrong guy. He thought he would scare Sean off, but all he did was make him more determined to expose the truth.
Hey Sarge, why are you touching the vehicle? Another intimidation tactic, ladies and gentlemen, walking around our big beautiful truck here. I promise it looks very clear in person. But just intimidation tactics here by the law enforcement officers and the goons of Patrick Psycho Ryder. So we are in the billboard truck right now, driving around the neighborhood of Patrick Psycho Ryder, just to, there he is right there. He's getting in his truck. That's his truck right there. You can see he just got in his SUV right there. He was waiting for us to leave. Interesting. Very interesting. He's finally getting to work. What time is it now? It is 12:30. We've been out here since 9 a.m. and Patrick Ryder hasn't been to work. He's that terrified of a camera.
Sean made a legendary move and drove the billboard truck around town, educating the Nassau County citizens and Ryder's neighbors.
Patrick Ryder shouldn't be the police commissioner if he was arrested for perjury, misconduct, official misconduct, and police brutality. She said it, a resident. He shouldn't be the police commissioner then, but he is. And that's the sad part, he is. And a disgraced county executive, Ed Mangano, who's in federal prison right now,
is the person who appointed him to that position.
Sean continued his protest, and while several officers approached him, no one crossed the line or broke the law. So we can only hope that the corrupt Commissioner Ryder is held accountable for his crimes. Now that happens to bring us to the end of this video. Today we saw clueless police officers messing with the wrong people. These corrupt cops quickly learned why challenging informed citizens is a losing battle. Hopefully these encounters knock some sense into them, leading to better behavior in the future. If you agree, please support us by liking this video. Also, if you enjoyed this video, watch how these domestic abusers were caught and humbled by these cops.
Did he make that scratch on your arm too?
Yeah. Oh, hey, what time is it? Come.